People who have labored so much, and now look at their prices, the buying price. People are stealing from them. They're making them slaves. So this is not fair. Now, this did not sit in well with the government in place, because it was like inciting the local community to rise against government. Because government previously had attempted to sort out this kind of problem that the farmers were complaining about, the lower prices of cotton, but it never kind of helped. So citing that example was like provoking government. And indeed they were provoked, and they arrested the young man and was deported. Within 24 hours, the young man was gone. He's a priest. And a priest for us is the voice of the voiceless. The members of parliament are not able to raise issues because they're afraid to lose their salaries. There are people out there whose work is to raise issues that concern our people. Justice issues. Talking about the farmers themselves, talking about the prices of their products, talking about their situation, their education and health and so on. Because rural people, countryside people are the most exploited people we have in the country. A number of facilities, a number of amenities, a number of services are not reaching the rural areas. The doctors are not there because they don't want an environment which is rural. They want to make money, so they go to towns. You know, the teachers, they go to towns because there's tuition there. They are going to have extra classes and just a walking distance. And so people flock to towns and abandon the rural areas. And so we end up with a situation where the majority of our people living in the countryside are exploited. And the priest is one of the few voices that we have in the country. So a priest is much more than a dispenser of sacraments. He is the voice of the voiceless. And so if we have more priests, it means that the number of communities will have somebody to speak on their behalf. And if we have these priests coming together and voice out, write a letter of protest, meet the government officials, go to the president, talk to him, and you convince him that those people who are in rural areas are the ones who put you into power. You go there when you need their vote. But when they vote into office, don't go there anymore. So you have to have someone who's the courage. And the rare characters that we have in the diocese who can raise the voice are the priests. But this understanding maybe has to grow in a number of people who support this project. Because it will not just be a priest for sacraments. We're talking about empowering the local people, empowering the local communities, that they also may be justly treated. And our God is a God of justice, a God of the orphans, a God of the exploited. And so in the priest, we see the voice of God. We see the work of God. We see the work of justice taking place, the work of love taking place. And so we are so, passionate about raising the priests. If we have those, the young ones wanting to join priesthood, we would like not to lose anyone just because of the lack of funds. And so that's how we would love that the others who probably may not be so much interested in the priestly work as such, as it is, known, should also know that dimension, that the priest for us is much more than a dispenser of sacraments. Yeah.
As we close, do you want to make a couple of quick remarks thanking supporters of Mission Tree thus far for what they've been doing and kind of imploring for continued support?
Yes. First of all, I would like to thank them from the bottom of my heart. I was touched when I heard that as a community, this person with the others, these friends who have come up with this idea to be able to support our diocese. So having to know that there's someone out there who cares for us and for our needs. For me, it was like, yes, we can experience God's love. We can feel God's love in these people. We can receive the message that God does not abandon his people. And so, coming here is just simply to say, thank you. I know these are just 2 words, thank you. You don't express much. And that is why in our local culture, we do not use words to thank the people. We use rituals to thank the people. People bring a chicken. I wasn't able to bring a chicken. People bring a chicken, which means it's a symbol of food relish that we value in our community. You don't slaughter a chicken anyhow. It's only when we have visitors. And as children, we like to receiving visitors because we knew at the end of the day we'll be able to enjoy the chicken. So the chicken is meant for visitors and those that have done something significant, like people, like medicine men who have given us medicine and we are cured and so on. And they also bring maize meal. This also is Nsima. Nsima, it is the staple food. Without it, for us, there's no life. So what we are saying with these 2 symbols, we are simply saying to these people, look, you are our life. You have given us life. Or God through you has given us life. So we say thank you. Hopefully that some of you will come to Chipata and then we can give you the chicken and maize meal to say just thank you. But what I'm saying is, the thank you is not enough vocabulary to express what I feel with regard to the people getting involved into this. And for me, Mission Tree will remain a pledge. Never again should we fail to send young ones who want to become priests to school. Never again. Because it was an experience that we will not forget. So Mission Tree is like coming in as a pledge. The people here and those people at home, never again shall this thing happen. That our young ones will fail to go to school because of funds. And so I urge you to continue contributing to this Mission Tree, because there are more and more young ones wanting to become priests. And the one painful thing for me as a bishop, before this young man wants to become a priest, and he says to me, Bishop, I've finished, these are my results, I would like to join priesthood. And because of no manner, I said to this young man, sorry, you go home and wait from there. This is painful. Because I know that if this young man goes back home, he's lost. He's in an environment that is always anti-clergy. There's so much poverty there that what people will be saying is, no. This family, how can they allow this intelligent young man to go to priesthood? What is going to do there? There's no salary in the priesthood. There's nothing. You want to be helping the people, his parents. What's saying you? So the forces are so much that this young man going back to the village will simply be told, you see, we told you, you can't make it. This is not your call. And therefore the young man starts getting convinced this is the voice of God, and yet it's the voice of the devil. So this young man may lose vocation because we have failed to send him to school due to lack of funds. It shouldn't happen like that. So Mission Tree is about pledge, never again. And therefore, we would like that more and more people would contribute to this Mission Tree so that we are able to send young men. So one day, they become priests and serve the local community here in Minnesota, and whichever place the people would need a priest. This is the experience of the church. We are one family.